and you don't have the pressures of social media and probably the pressure of swimming at such a high level.
Yeah.
Like, mate, just touching on pressure, how have you dealt with pressure over the years? Like, obviously, you would have had probably a target on your back after winning the Olympic gold and Commonwealth gold. Like, how did you deal with that pressure?
I think it's so cliche to say, but pressure is what you make of it.
Yeah.
But I also think pressure is a privilege because it means that people care.
Yeah.
But then the other end of that is that pressure is only whatever like you decide it to be. So it's really all self-imposed. And I like to imagine it's like if the pressure is written on a newspaper, you can read it and then you just tuck it under your arm. It's like it's there, you're aware of it, but you don't need to be absorbed in it.
Yeah.
You don't need to carry it with you on your back or your shoulders. Yeah, and in a weird way as well, I actually really enjoyed the pressure.
Really?
I think some of my best swims have been when the pressure is like really on.
Can you give me a scenario, an example?
Probably Rio, to be honest. I think going in, I wasn't the favourite. After the heat, I probably still wasn't the favourite. I called out someone for being a drug cheat.
Sure.
And then that really put a lot of pressure on, and like that 6 hours between the heat and the final, like unbelievable pressure. And I just loved it. Like
what happened, if you don't mind me asking? Like, because I remember seeing it when it first came out, and I was young, and mate, to be honest, I wasn't a huge swimming fan.
I don't blame you.
Back then, I am now a huge swimming fan. But mate, what happened? Like, if you don't mind talking about it, and we can edit this out. But what happened?
I won't say names, but a guy was splashing me in the warm-up pool.
Yeah.
And I just ignored it. Media saw it, asked me about it. I said I don't have time or respect for...
Really? Wow. Why was he doing it?
Just say hi or whatever, and I just ignored it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But then he kept going for like a minute.
It's weird. It's a weird thing to do. Is it different cultures, or it's not the Australian culture, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, then it just blew up.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How'd you go? Like, you say pressure's what you make of it. Like, it would have got dragged through the newspapers. Is that something that you can just brush off easily?
For the most part, I think so. I think, like, in dealing with that, it was having an understanding of who I am and what my values are, and being so sure of my values and who I am was something that I could like lean on. For sure, there's moments though where you're like, am I in the wrong? Like, am I?
Yeah, for fully.
But then you, I guess, lean on people around you, friends and family. And often they probably have the same values because they're your friends and family.
Exactly.
But you know, when you're not alone, it's a lot easier. Like when you have that support network around you. But again, I guess it just came back to, I think in hindsight, it was so long ago now, but in hindsight, it was like an experience that really taught me like a lot about myself and I was able to learn a lot about myself through that process as well.
Well, the hard times would make you a better person, right? Like hard training, hard situations that you just found yourself in.
Yeah.
Like, you would have learned so much about yourself.
Yeah. For example, like Ned Brockman running across Australia, I love that because I love people putting themselves through hard times because that is when you learn about yourself.
Mate, he is such an incredible role model in terms of pushing yourself.
Yeah. Potentially to his detriment.
That's what I meant. And I don't know how he's going to top it because he's talking about on a range of different podcasts about what's next, like, and there's something coming. Yeah. I don't know how he's going to top that. Especially with
he doesn't need to top it though.
He's built such an incredible brand from what he's done. I think he's touched on it before.
He should know that he doesn't need to top it though, because the experience I think was valuable for him, and it should be valuable for. Obviously, he raised heaps of money, and that's great. Yeah, but the experience itself he should like cherish that as his own valuable experience, and it shouldn't matter what anyone else thinks, and shouldn't matter what they want him to do next.
Man, it's so true. He's an absolute legend. Actually, he's got this saying. What is it? I can't remember the saying, but it's something about working hard and just like and always turning it It's something about consistency. Anyway, he was talking about. Obviously, everyone, like the whole of Australia, was watching him when he crossed the finish line. Even the whole, couple months leading up to it. He's like, no one saw the 2 years plus work that went into it beforehand. And then I look at what you do, and you train for years. You train for 10 years, and then every 4 years you get to compete. I'm not
if
sure.
you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that is a huge stretch of time, and just to be on in one moment.
Yeah.
Like, do you think about that often?
Often. I get quite salty at rugby and AFL players, to be honest.
Yeah, week to week.
Yeah, because if you guys have a crap game or whatever, it's like, all right, show up next week. Yeah. I can fix it. For us, it's like 3.5 minutes every 4 years if you get there. So, yeah, you do think about it a lot. But I think, thinking back to Rio and, like, the gold medal and all of that, I remember doing like a few keynotes or whatever, Q&As, and I'd just like throw the medal into the crowd, like just like pass this around. And people are like, why don't you care about this medal? I was like, I do care about it, but it's not the tangible medal I care about. It's the 10 years in the lead up, the experience, and what the medal represents. It's not actually that 3.5 minutes. It's the everything else up into the lead up.
What do you do after you win the gold medal? Any beers, or what do you, like? What's the celebration? Because it's got to feel amazing, right?
Yeah, it's so overwhelming, to be honest. The Rio, I was only 20 in Rio, so it's like it's blew my mind really. We had, it was the first day of swimming. So
opening night. Yeah.
So we had a full week of swimming to get through after that as a team. And then we just hung out in the village for the second week. Wow. There was a Macca's behind our building, so I had a ridiculous amount of Macca's.
Macca's after a gold medal.
Yeah, well, because it's like the Olympic Village thing is that there's a McDonald's in there. And so every day you'd send one person down from your apartment to get an order. It'd just be like 20 burgers.
Is it usually the youngest in the team would go get the burgers?
We shared it around.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.